Hello there, Internet. Mogwai here with a regular intro for you guys today, and I got another MTG video as well. Today, we are going to be playing a deck from an MPL player by the name of Peter. I call him Peter. He's Peter Glavoski. I probably butchered it. But that's him. He's an MPL player, and he did really well apparently this week in the MPL. With this Golgari adventure list. Now, most adventure decks that you've probably seen up until this point run the 2-mana artifact that duplicates adventures whenever they're cast. But this one is more of a mid-rangey approach, which still does run 4 copies of Edgewall Innkeeper right here, who honestly looks like a pervert. You know, old, I don't know. He gives you the vibes of somebody not very trustworthy. I don't know why. I look at this man's face and I just... Yeah, he's got something. He's got a dark past. He's got his skeletons in the closet, and I do not want to know about it. Regardless, he's a pretty good one-drop because with a total of 10 adventure creatures that we have in this lineup, 4 Falmar Knights, 4 Lovestruck Beast, and 2 copies of Order of Midnight, we're able to draw a card whenever we cast these spells as creatures. And these adventures enable us to get extra value out of these cards, and it's overall a very nice way to play out our early turns 1, 2, and 3 specifically. Once we reach turn 3 onwards, we got some pretty strong plays that are not really, synergistic with our adventure game plan, but they're just really good cards. We have 4 copies of Murderous Rider as our prime source of single target reactive removal. And I always say reactive removal, which is just, reactive is completely unnecessary in that description. But you know me, sometimes I like to English harder, I guess. 4 copies of Questing Beast, absolute MVP against Planeswalker decks, and overall a force to be reckoned with in Standard. Very strong card that enables you to push damage while dealing with Planeswalkers on the side. 4 copies of Rankle, because we like our turn 4 to be hasty. And Rankle is there to give a little bit of backup to Questing Beast and provide us with a 3/3 flyer with haste, with some neat abilities that we can, utilize in specific scenarios to our advantage, despite the fact that they are, what's the term? Symmetrical. There you go. And the one-off of Massacre Girl for matchups that, revolve around creature-based decks and aggro and spreading out like knights. She can be a lifesaver in those scenarios. A 2 of a Fine Finality, because we are a Golgari mid-range deck, and Fine Finality is a fantastic card that some people have forgotten about, but this is a powerhouse of a card that enables us to get extreme value and a potential key board wipe in the late game as well. And that is the deck list right there. When it comes to the sideboard, we have 2 Disfigures, 3 Duresses, 2 Veil of Summers, 4 Noxious Grasp, 1 Davrio, Rogue Shadow Mage, which I like, 2 Ashiok Green Renders, and an extra copy of Massacre Girl. So the way the deck works out is, like I said, pretty straightforward. It's like a mid-range deck. That's pretty much, what defines current MTG Standard post Throne of Eldraine right now. There's a lot of grindy decks. Aggro is significantly weaker, which I'm not, upset about, to be completely honest with you. And there's some very strong late game decks, but there's also some really grindy mid-range lists that perform really well. And this deck is not overly, complex in any sort of way. There's not some crazy synergies running around, but it's got a really solid curve, really strong removal as well with the triple Assassin's Trophy, which I think is a really good call by Peter. I think Assassin's Trophy is better than it's ever been. And I'm going to be starting, I'm going to start running more copies of this card in future Golgari builds or Jund, any sort of deck that I have, black and green. I'll be running at the very least 2 main deck Assassin's Trophy. It's just really damn powerful. And yeah, very fun build, very powerful too. And overall, a good, I guess it's not that expensive, right, of a deck. There's a lot of uncommons here. For Magic standards, it's actually, you got some mythics with Rankle and Questing Beast, but I think it is a pretty affordable deck and a very strong one at that. I recorded a best of 3 series live with it against Jeskai, Fires of Invention, another very strong deck that's rising, even though my heart will always belong to the Grixis variant of it. And hopefully you guys enjoy the game, and hopefully you subscribe for more daily MTG content. We'll be back at it tomorrow with some more homebrews. I'm going to start deck building again myself and see if I can come up with some cool decks in this already somewhat established metagame, but a metagame that I'm actually quite a fan of personally. So stop talking. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the games, and I'll see you tomorrow. All right, let's go on an adventure to Golgari. Why am I singing? I don't have a singer's voice. I've never had. Actually, do subscribe for my singing, please. I know you love it. I'm actually going to keep this in. We have a double Foulmire Knight. And Once Upon a Time in our opening hand, which is fantastic, right? We can go for double 1-drop here, though preferably we search for the Innkeeper. Unfortunately, we do have Milady's Temple, which enters tapped, which means even if we do find the Innkeeper, we can't really get a turn 1 Innkeeper setup play going on. So it'll be interesting to see what we are offered with Once Upon a Time here, and what we decide to take. We have another Foulmire Knight, which I don't think we're going to take. We do have a Murderous Rider, which is a nice card to have, but I think most importantly we should just go with a land. Just in case, as we do have, we'll go with the Overgrown Tomb. Just to make sure we can curve out properly. And what we're going to do is we are going to turn 1 Swamp into Foulmire Knight. Start applying a little bit of pressure. Also, you know, establish a Death Touch unit. Though this may be some sort of Grixis. Yeah, this is definitely a Grixis or a Jeskai. Probably Jeskai variant of Fires of Invention. So we do gotta watch out for that. I'm gonna go ahead and drop Milady's Temple here. Drop this Fine Finality. We're gonna play another of these knights. I want to smack him. We gotta be wary for turn 4. We do have 3 Assassin's Trophy in our main deck, so we can answer Fires of Invention potentially. But this is definitely a spooky matchup. I do like my sideboard options though. We'll see if we're able to apply enough pressure. Like, we do have Murderous Rider enabled next turn, but dealing with the enchantment is the most important thing. Alright, let's try to get this attack first. I could enable the Murderous Rider, but I don't think there's like a 4-mana play. Because I really want to be able to cast Questing Beast next turn, so I'm going to value that over the other. We do have a Once Upon a Time. I don't think I need this because I need to fish for Assassin's Trophy. Because I need to deal with enchantments, because Fires of Invention is coming. And there's not much I can do about it right now. Here it comes. Dwarf smacking. Yep. Blacksmith Dwarf is inside. Shit. If he plays a Planeswalker, we do have Questing Beast. He just board wipes, which is fine. Unfortunately, we gotta go in with this, man. Grandpa Snake! Smacking him in the face. I'm really spooked now, though. We do have Murderous Rider, but my opponent, if he has a land here, he can just double 5-drop on us, and that is just devastating. Oh boy, that's not good. That's no bueno. I wonder what he'll get, because it can't. Okay, it's Dragon God. All right. I wonder if he'll go for the -3. He has to go for the -3.
In exchange for eternal servitude, I am Death's master.
I mean, our options are pretty limited here. We just basically got to go find to bring back this, and then just go with the Murderous Rider. Nope. I misclicked. Oh god. Shit. We're off to a good start, ladies and gentlemen. I went a little bit turbo mode there, and I got punished. To be fair, this may not turn out that bad. I mean, I would have rather played double Foulmire Knight, though, honestly.
No! Let your weak
minds crumble. Or I go with this. You can always Fae of Wishes. Okay. Yeah, that's a problem, dude. That's a problem.
Your end has arrived.
He still has another play to go with.
The past, present, and future put thoughtfulness before action.
I think it's safe to assume that we lost this game, right? We trade Questing Beast into this. We can finish off this, but then he just completely goes off on us. He has the Fae of Wishes to continue cycling. We've lost all momentum, so we're gonna take the L. Give it to our boy Extreme Hard here, and we're gonna try to come at him hard in games 2 and 3, though. How will we do that? Well, we need Veil of Summer, we need Duress, Davrio will also put in the work, and I believe that will be it. So obviously we need Rankle and Questing Beast. We don't need the Massacre Girl. Fine Finality can be fine as a one-off. We don't need Legion's End. And I can take out a couple of Foul Mire Knights and go on with this. We need to tackle the hand. We need to take away the... We basically need to remove his Fires of Invention. And we need our hasty 4-drops to answer his Planeswalkers. And as long as we answer his Fires of Invention, we have a very good chance here. We can come back. This is why we play best of 3. Fires of Invention is such a powerful card, though. But we can be ready for it. Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and take my Lady's Temple, since I have no turn 1 play. And we're going to be using that to scry. I will be keeping the Murder Shredder on top. And I'm going to call that a turn and go for an instant speed once upon a time at the end of his turn to search for more good stuff. This Assassin's Trophy is completely preserved for Fires of Invention. Let's go ahead and take a Questing Beast. Our opponent doesn't know we have another one there. Let's drop another Swamp, and let's see if he plays that Narset. So, I mean, if he plays Narset, we just kill it. Like, he's not encouraged to play a Planeswalker here. I mean, you can use Narset to fish for Fires of Invention, but that's pretty much it. Yeah.
I know 88 ways to defeat.
We don't need to waste our Murderous Rider because our Questing Beast will deal with that. He does get Deafening Clarion, but our boy will live. We need to play the Overgrown Tomb, though. Papa, Grandpa Snake. Go face. Chow down on Narset.
I have reached my limit.
Make her reach her limit. We may see Fires of Invention go down here. But we are ready. Mom Spaghetti. Okay, no Fires of Invention this turn. That is huge. He also does not have the mana to cast Deafening Clarion. I wonder what he'll go for here. Because this is a perfect turn to go for Davriel and start tackling his hand and forcing him to discard cards. Setting up Davriel here is really nice, while keeping Assassin's Trophy in the back. In case he plays Fires of Invention, we can destroy it immediately before he casts anything else.
Trust me, you'll thank me later. I'll protect you.
Well,
Now what?
that does slow us down a little bit, but we gotta go with this. Unfortunately, we can play Questing Beast and enable the Assassin's Trophy, even when we're a 6 mana. There it is. That's unfortunate. Okay, Sarkhan is fine, though, because we can Murder Shredder it.
Behold!
Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We're going to Murderous Rider. This time we're not gonna misclick. We're going to destroy fires.
Come on. Impossible.
Impossible! And we're gonna take away Sarkin there. He could have another Fires of Invention in hand. Not much we can do about that at this stage. But this is the approach you must take. It would have been nice to get some duresses.
Mind and body should move.
I mean, he keeps that for Deafening Clarion, but it won't clear my questing beast here. Okay. That's good.
Evil, I'll side with whomever brews the best tea.
Smack him.
I must train harder.
Perish the thought.
Perish the thought. We're gonna go for Davriel here. We get rid of the Deafening Clarion, which doesn't really accomplish much, but it's still something. Because he played Shimmer of Possibility first, he can't really go for Fires of Invention now and do anything else. I wonder what he could do for, okay, for 5 mana. Board wipe. Alright. Prankle.
Empty your mind.
Fuck yeah. I'll force him to discard another card. Deal 2 damage to him.
Whiner.
And perhaps go to game 3. 2 cards. 7 mana. I got you pointed at... You got checked, basically. Trying to use chess terms here. With 2 different cards. How can you get out of this? Okay. Davriel, you're gonna finish him for me? Hey! Davriel! For the win! Alright, game 3, boys. That was pretty sick. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, let's keep it like this. This is the best lineup we can have. Now we're on the draw. It's not really as relevant in this matchup, but it would be nice to see some hand disruption going on in our opening hand here, because we really need to tackle the Fires of Invention. You guys saw how important Assassin's Trophy is there. I have a turn 1 Once Upon a Time and an Assassin's Trophy, but I have this hand is too land heavy. This is a keeper. We drop a Rankle. We could get mana screwed, but if I draw into lands back to back here, I'll feel pretty comfortable about this. We are gonna turn 1 Duress. Ooh. Let's Duress. I mean, I would like to get rid of Fires of Invention. Okay, so he plays a card. Next turn, what do? I may have to take away Narset. honestly. I don't have the answers for Narset right now. I also made a misplay. I should have lit off with the Overgrown Tomb, because if I do draw into a green source of mana here... Okay, never mind. That's really good. Let's take out that.
Sorry I'm late. This might be a bad idea.
I need to fish for a land. I'm gonna drop that to the bottom as well, because like I said, I really want to land.
I've got time.
This is a bit of an issue here. Like if I really need to draw into a land. If I do not, we are in trouble. This forces me to do this. We're vulnerable to a Deafening Clarion. And obviously, if he's able to curve out into Sarkin. Yeah. Alright.
I've got it.
This Fae of Wishes can be used to block this, and then he can play the Sarkin and to generate a blocker as well. I think I have to play this anyways.
That didn't go according to plan.
Because he can't block it, and I get rid of the fairy, so Questing Beast is always my play here. It's just a little bit tricky to see like how I'll navigate around.
Who are you to
Around Sarkin. If I could find like a Murderous Rider here, that would be so tight. Something to remove this. Okay, let's cry.
I will consume you.
I'll go for this. And for the Love-Struck Beast as well. He can grant it, but then he only has 2 mana. Let's see if he opts to go for it.
This isn't a fight you can win. Don't worry, I got this.
Alright.
Might demands power.
We're gonna get hit here, and we got a Questing Beast again. Grandpa Snake.
Watch this.
He basically has the ability to tap for this, so and we're gonna kill Sarkin obviously.
How could I have lost?
We're gonna call that a turn.
I fight with a dragon's rage. Come to me.
I need to top deck some removal. Like it can't be a land at this point. It's gonna come down to that. It's gonna come down to like what we draw here. Whenever I say this, I draw land. So I think I should stop saying this. But yeah, Jesus. These Fae of Wishes, unfortunately, are really... I should have probably kept Legion's End just for them. I should have... That would have been a nice keep here. Unfortunately, if I attack with Questing Beast, I don't really have a backup. So I'm gonna have to hold back. Man, if I got a Murderous Rider here, that would be pretty nutty. Not much I can do. Like Ranko can't really pass. Like these Sarkins are blocking me, and until I draw into some of my removal, I did say no to Murderous Rider before, but I was very low on lands. We may fall a little bit short here. He doesn't have a clear choice. Interesting. He just grabs a counter.
Dragons.
Here goes nothing.
I'll take the hits, and I gotta hope. Okay, that's a good draw. That's a good draw. That's a really strong top deck. We're gonna chow down, and we gotta hope he doesn't draw an answer here.
That's more like it.
He returns Prankle. He can always activate the Fae of Wishes to return it to his hand.
I can no longer stand by and watch.
He can bounce back my Questing Beast. That means he's fishing. He's got 5-7 more mana. He doesn't have a blocker for Questing Beast. It comes down to what he drew here. What could he have drawn? I guess another Sarkin, but he's already played 2, so the odds, like I'm not even sure how many he main decks. He could also have top deck of Fires of Invention, which would be terrible right now. He can't really use Fae of Wishes anymore, like to discard or to return, because that's a 6 mana play. It's a 6 mana play. He thinks he may be able to counter my Questing Beast. But I have a land here, which means I can bypass his counter. What could that be? Like, the reason why he can stay still here is because he can always activate the Fae of Wishes, but that doesn't mean he has more instants in his hand, necessarily. Hey! Hey! Oh, there we go. Wow. Oh, nice. Oh my god, that series. It just, honestly, it came down to the top decks, dude. It came down. I needed removal so bad at that point. And we got it. We fucking got it. With the triple main deck Assassin's Trophy. I wonder if I would tweak this deck a little bit to have a few more answers for enchantments. Though to be fair, it's not like our after the sideboarding, it's not like our matchup against Jeskai is that bad at all. But it really does come down to like we have a lot of removal. We have 4 Murderous Riders and triple Assassin's Trophy, but it'd be nice to have some more answers to like maybe I should have kept Legion's End because the Fae of Wishes really became problematic, and it's a nice answer for them. So I should have probably kept this card. Also, by taking out a couple of Fulmar Knights, I did make my Lovestruck Beast worse. So I could have taken out maybe 1 or 2 Lovestruck Beasts as well, and kept the Legion's End in the main deck. I think that would have been good. Regardless, you know, this deck is pretty powerful, pretty fun, and we got a fucking Davriel win. Like, it doesn't get any sexier than that. So leave a like for Davriel Lethal. Subscribe for Davriel Lethal. And share with your friends for Davriel Lethal. Enough said. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the games. It was only one best of 3 series, but we're already 33 minutes into it. So if I record another one, I may take over an hour. That's the problem with recording like live sessions with best of 3. Which is why I struggle, you know, like why I do a lot of best of 1 content, because I can show you guys several different matchups. This was a really good series, and I gotta head off to my stream because I gotta start it up now. So thank you for watching. Have a soul day. Enjoy, or hope you enjoyed English. And I'll see you tomorrow.